Alright, creates an object that generates a pulse within a large radius. This pulse then deals physical and chaos damage and pulls normal, magic, and rare enemies. Okay, so it doesn't work on uniques. First few pulses generated have much greater pull. All enemies in the influence will also be hindered. Okay. Effect of the debuff increases the closer you are to the center of the sphere. Enemies that die will have their corpses sucked in. Okay. It can be useful for controlling dangerous enemies, grouping a cluster of slow enemies together to inflict a concentrated damage burst, and for triggering on-hit effects over a long period. Skill has a long cooldown, so it can take full advantage of the second wind support to enable you to use Void Sphere twice in relatively quick succession. Note that only one can be active at a time. Okay, so it deals physical and chaos damage. It's just that the pull doesn't work on unique enemies. Alright, let's see. Pull this up. Let's do half speed. God, that sounds horrible. Okay, sorry I missed that. What happened? Okay, so it looks like it has a pretty big area. Let me see. So they're using second wind, but it doesn't look like they're using increased AoE. Okay, so the area is great. I think the cooldown is like 8 seconds though. That's really long. Let's see if I can freeze that. Okay, yeah, so it was like all the way out here. It's almost a full screen, which was really good. And I mean, this character is probably over leveled, but it looks like it's one-shotting things pretty well. To me, this almost seems like a buffed up shockwave totem with the reverse knockback gloves. Yeah, it looks really strong, but because the cooldown is so long, I feel like there's no way you're going to be able to use this as like a primary link. Honestly, I think one of the things that this would be good for is like a cast when damage taken setup, because then you could sort of pull mobs off of you. Go back. Watch in real time. It looks like it would be really fun as a primary link, but this cooldown is deadly. Like, if this was a real map, look how long he's like standing still just to clear this one screen, which is kind of unfortunate, but it looks like it could have some utility. Maybe even as melee, I don't know. I mean, if you melee doesn't seem as good. I feel like the best use is probably going to be cast when damage taken as like a defensive mechanism, because with melee it's like it takes longer for them to all get sucked in than it would be free to just walk to different like monsters and kill them, it feels like. But maybe I'm wrong. I might give it a shot with melee, but we'll see.